The Revenant, starring most notably Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy and Donald Gleason amongst many others, is a gripping adventure western drama thriller directed by Alejandro González Iñárritu. The Revenant, for those who don't know, means a person who has returned from the dead, a rare occurrence, but not quite as rare as Leonardo receiving an Oscar. The Revenant tells a story of frontiersman on a fur trading expedition in the 1820s who fights for survival after being mauled by a bear and left for dead by members of his own hunting party. What is stunning about this movie from the start to finish are the visuals of the landscape of the uncharted American wilderness. The director cleverly uses wilderness and the animals to foreshadow the many engrossing action sequences that take place. Action sequences that are stylized by some very clever camera panning that cause disorientation, panic, and instill fears to both the audience and characters alike. We are introduced to a harsh atmosphere from the start to finish and relentlessly punishes or preserves our protagonist Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Whether it's the British Sioux animals, nature, or indigenous people of America, we are taught that the forces of good and evil are exhibited by all of them.
He knows how far I came to find them.
Now for the characters. Three major characters steal the spotlight and each represent something important. Glass, the protagonist, cleverly titled, as he stands for a human being that remains transparent to all those he encounters, while as having the ability to easily distinguish friend from foe. He can see through everyone, yet many can see through him. Glass does not favor any sides, whether it is the Native American or the British colony. He can relate to all parties and desires to bond, make peace, and see them for what they are, which are human beings. On the other side of the spectrum, we have John Fitzgerald, played by Tom Hardy, a selfish man that only seeks desirable outcomes for himself at the expense of others. He does not care for peace and, unlike Glass, creates enemies in all factions. Captain Andrew Henry, played by Donald, in my eyes stands for justice in The Revenant, struggling to keep the peace, especially between Glass and John, while at the same time punishing and rewarding those under his command.
What happened?
We did what we had to do.
He was buried right.
The music is varied from minimalistic repetitive industrial-like sounds to warm yet prominent strings. The dominator of sound is definitely Mother Nature herself, from a gentle breeze in the trees to the rapids, snowstorms, and the many animals that inhabit the wilderness. The Revenant is a powerful tale of survival, love, betrayal, and vengeance. It does well to immerse us in the action, beautiful landscapes, and tells a fine revenge story. But where it falls short is in moving the story along at a swift pace. At times, it drags on, accentuating the pain of the characters as much as the audience's impatience. The Revenant scored a fair 8 out of 10 beans from us. Now, go get your Oscar, Mr. DiCaprio. You deserve it.